Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm pleased to welcome you to this presentation on manufacturing process controls. Today, we'll be focusing on semi-solid dosage manufacturing and packing. Over the next few minutes, I'll guide you through the key aspects of this process, highlighting important control points and best practices. I'm excited to share this information with you and look forward to a productive session. Let's get started. Let's talk about manufacturing process controls, or MPC, in semi-solids. These controls are crucial to ensure that our products are uniform, stable, and safe from microbial contamination. They are applied at every stage of the process, starting from oil phase preparation, then aqueous phase preparation, followed by emulsification, homogenization, and finally cooling and filling. The focus here is on the equipment we use, the critical parameters we need to monitor, and how we document each step to maintain consistency. These controls are essential not only for meeting good manufacturing practice standards, but also for achieving the desired rheological performance of our semi-solid products. By maintaining strict process controls, we ensure that every batch meets quality expectations, supports regulatory compliance, and ultimately provides safe, effective products to our patients. Ensuring batch-to-batch consistency is absolutely essential, especially when it comes to viscosity, texture, and spreadability. These factors directly impact the user experience and product efficacy. If these parameters aren't consistent, we risk variability that can affect how the product performs and how consumers perceive it. Preventing issues like phase separation, variable globule size, and poor homogeneity is equally important. These problems can compromise stability and uniformity, making the product less effective and harder to manufacture reliably. Maintaining SISPQ, safety, identity, strength, purity, and quality, is at the core of our process controls. These principles ensure that every batch is safe for consumers, consistent in its intended use, and meets our high standards for quality. By implementing strong process controls, we also reduce rework, deviations, and microbial risks, which not only saves time and costs, but also helps us maintain trust with regulators and the market. Ultimately, adhering to these controls is vital to meet regulatory expectations and ensure our products are safe, effective, and of the highest quality. This is the foundation of reliable manufacturing in the semi-solid sector and a key part of our overall quality strategy. Now, let's look at some key regulatory frameworks and guidelines that emphasize product and process understanding. First, we have ICH Q8, Q9, Q10, and Q12. These guidelines stress the importance of thoroughly understanding both our products and manufacturing processes to ensure quality from development through commercialization. They encourage a science-based approach, fostering innovation while maintaining control. Moving on, the FDA's 21 CFR Parts 210 and 211 specify controls for critical manufacturing operations like mixing, heating, filling, and ensuring microbial safety. These are essential to prevent contamination and ensure product integrity. They set the standards for what needs to be controlled and documented during production. In addition, we have international GMP standards such as EU GMP, WHO GMP, and PIC-S. These frameworks require us to maintain strict control over processes like emulsification and homogenization, which are vital for product consistency. We also need to monitor parameters like viscosity, pH, and rheological behavior to ensure the desired product quality. Environmental and microbial controls are equally important. They help prevent contamination and maintain a safe manufacturing environment. Proper documentation and trending of critical process parameters and critical quality attributes are crucial for continuous process understanding and improvement. Overall, these regulatory guidances serve as a foundation for robust process control, helping us deliver safe, effective, and high-quality products consistently. They remind us that thorough understanding and control are at the heart of good manufacturing practices and product quality. Now, let's look at the key elements involved in controlling the manufacturing process for semi-solids. First, we need to consider the raw materials. It's essential to verify their identity, ensure they have the correct melting point, and assess their microbial quality to maintain safety and efficacy. Next, equipment plays a vital role. We use mixers, homogenizers, and heating or cooling vessels to achieve the desired product characteristics. Proper equipment selection and maintenance are crucial for consistency. The environment is also critical. Factors like differential pressure, cleanliness, and temperature control help prevent contamination and ensure product quality throughout the process. Moving on to process parameters, controlling mixing speed, temperature, and homogenization pressure is key. These parameters directly influence the final product's texture and stability. In-process testing is another important aspect. We monitor viscosity, pH, and globule or particle size to ensure the product remains within specifications during manufacturing. Our sampling plan involves stage-wise verification, meaning we check at various points to catch any deviations early on and ensure quality at each step. Batch record controls, such as batch manufacturing records, processing records, and electronic batch records, provide comprehensive documentation and traceability for each production run. Finally, data integrity is fundamental. Adhering to ALCOA+ principles, ensuring data is attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, complete, consistent, and enduring, helps us maintain compliance and confidence in our manufacturing data. Altogether, this manufacturing process control strategy is designed to ensure we produce safe, effective, and high-quality semi-solid products consistently. Now, let's take a closer look at the various controls involved in semi-solid manufacturing. First, we have input controls, which include raw materials, phase components, solvents, and water quality. Ensuring these are consistent and of high quality is crucial for a successful process. Next are process controls, starting with oil phase preparation, then aqueous phase preparation, followed by emulsification, homogenization, cooling and holding, and finally filling and packing. Each step needs to be carefully managed to maintain product integrity. Moving on, output controls focus on critical quality attributes, or CQAs, such as viscosity, pH, microbial load, globule size, and appearance. These are key indicators of product quality and must be monitored closely. Environmental controls are also vital. They involve maintaining the right cleanroom class, temperature, humidity, and controlling bioburden to prevent contamination. Equipment controls play an essential role too, with regular calibration and preventive maintenance of mixers, homogenizers, and viscometers to ensure consistent performance. When we talk about the types of process controls in semi-solid manufacturing, it's all about integrating these elements seamlessly. Proper control at each stage helps us produce safe, effective, and high-quality products consistently. Let's talk about some of the critical process parameters for semi-solids. First, the temperature of the oil and aqueous phases needs careful control because it directly impacts emulsification and stability. Next, mixing speed, shear rate, and mixing time are crucial. They influence the droplet size and uniformity of the emulsion. We also need to consider the emulsification conditions, such as RPM and temperature, which affect how well the phases blend together. Homogenization pressure and cycles are vital too. They help achieve a fine, stable emulsion with the desired texture. pH is another key factor. Maintaining the proper pH ensures product stability and safety. Viscosity and rheological behavior are essential for the product's texture and ease of application, so these should be monitored closely. The cooling rate also plays a role, especially in solidifying the structure without causing defects. Finally, controlling air entrapment is critical. Proper control of these parameters helps us produce a stable emulsion with a smooth texture and ensures microbial safety. All these factors, collectively known as critical process parameters, are fundamental in making high-quality semi-solid products. On this slide, we're looking at some of the key tools and instruments used in controlling the semi-solid processes. First up, we have temperature and pressure sensors. These are essential for maintaining the right conditions during production, ensuring consistency and quality. Next, pH meters help us monitor the acidity or alkalinity of the mixture, which can significantly impact product stability. We also use Brookfield viscometers and rheometers to measure viscosity and flow behavior, critical factors for understanding how our semi-solids behave under different conditions. FTIR, or Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, is employed for raw material identification, making sure we're starting with the right components. Homogenization pressure gauges are vital for controlling the force used to create uniform mixtures, while microscopy allows us to assess globule size, ensuring proper product texture and stability. Load cells and flow meters help us measure forces and flow rates accurately, supporting process control and consistency. Inline PAT tools, or process analytical technology tools, enable real-time monitoring of critical quality attributes, giving us immediate feedback. Our SCADA and DCS control systems tie all these measurements together, providing centralized management and control. Finally, preventive maintenance indicators are built into our systems to alert us before issues arise, helping us maintain optimal operation. Altogether, these tools form the backbone of our semi-solid process controls, ensuring high quality and efficiency throughout production. Let's start by talking about the importance of real-time monitoring of critical process parameters, or CPPs. We're looking at temperature, RPM, and pressure, which need to be continuously tracked to ensure the process stays within optimal ranges. This helps us catch any deviations early and maintain product quality. Next, sampling at each stage is crucial. We take samples from the oil phase, the aqueous phase, and during emulsion formation. This way, we can analyze how each phase behaves and interacts throughout the process. It provides a comprehensive picture of what's happening at every step. We also use SPC charts, statistical process control charts, to monitor trends in viscosity and pH. These charts are vital because they help us visualize whether these critical attributes are staying consistent or if there's a drift that needs attention. During homogenization, we perform globule size analysis. This step is key because the size and distribution of globules directly impact the stability and texture of the final product. Monitoring this ensures we achieve the desired consistency. Alarm systems are integrated into the process to alert us immediately if any parameters deviate from set limits. This quick response capability helps prevent quality issues before they escalate. Automated control loops are another essential component. They automatically adjust heating or cooling to keep the process parameters stable, reducing manual intervention and ensuring precision. Before filling, we conduct thorough verification steps, checking for uniformity, texture, and air entrapment. This final check guarantees that the product meets our quality standards before it reaches the customer. All of these in-process monitoring techniques come together to form a robust control strategy. They enable us to produce consistent, high-quality products efficiently, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of process excellence. When we look at the likely root causes behind these process deviations in semi-solids, there are several key factors to consider. First, incorrect mixing or heating parameters can really throw off the entire process, leading to inconsistencies. Poor raw material quality is another big issue. If the ingredients aren't up to standard, it's going to affect the final product. Inadequate homogenization can also cause problems, because if the mixture isn't properly blended, you might see separation or uneven texture later on. Equipment malfunction or calibration issues are often overlooked, but can be a major root cause. They can cause temperature fluctuations or inconsistent processing. Inadequate cleaning or contamination is another culprit that can lead to microbial growth or product spoilage. Operator errors and insufficient training are frequently behind deviations, especially if the team isn't fully familiar with the process nuances. Now, looking at the common deviations we see, phase separation is a clear sign that something went off in the mixing or stability of the product. Variable viscosity indicates inconsistent formulation or processing conditions. A high microbial load suggests cleaning or sanitation issues. Non-uniform texture is often tied back to poor homogenization or mixing. Air entrapment can happen if aeration isn't controlled, affecting the product's appearance and quality. And temperature excursions are usually linked to equipment calibration or process control failures. Overall, understanding these root causes helps us better control the process, minimize deviations, and ensure we deliver consistent, high-quality semi-solid products. Let's take a closer look at the ALCOA Plus principles and how they play a crucial role in ensuring data integrity, especially in our semi-solid process controls. First, we emphasize the importance of real-time and accurate BMR and BPR entries. This means recording data as the process happens, which helps prevent errors and maintains the integrity of the information. Using electronic batch records, or EBR, is a key part of this approach, as it streamlines documentation and makes data more accessible and secure. Audit trails are also essential. They provide a clear history of all process parameters and changes, allowing us to trace back any issues or discrepancies. Controlled access and password security further protect this information, ensuring only authorized personnel can make modifications. Additionally, maintaining logs for calibration, cleaning, and maintenance activities helps us verify that all equipment is functioning correctly and consistently. Automated data capture from process instruments is another critical point. By collecting data automatically, we eliminate manual transcription errors that can creep in otherwise. This automation supports the overall goal of data integrity by ensuring accuracy and reliability. When we integrate these practices, we reinforce trust in our process controls and uphold the highest standards of quality. This holistic approach is essential for maintaining compliance and delivering safe, effective products. Process controls are absolutely vital when it comes to maintaining the quality of semi-solid products. They help us ensure that the viscosity remains consistent, which is crucial for product performance and user experience. Stability and homogeneity are also key, because they guarantee that each batch is uniform throughout and reliable over time. Additionally, microbial safety cannot be overlooked, as it's essential for protecting consumer health. By implementing strong control strategies, we can significantly reduce deviations during production, making regulatory inspections smoother and less stressful. A robust control approach not only supports consistent manufacturing, but also enables us to release batches more quickly, improving overall efficiency. And of course, ongoing monitoring and continuous improvement are fundamental for maintaining long-term process capability. They allow us to adapt, optimize, and ensure that our processes stay reliable and compliant over time. In summary, effective process controls are at the heart of delivering high-quality semi-solid products, supporting compliance, efficiency, and long-term success. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help you with any questions or additional guidance you might need. Feel free to contact us through the provided channels. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate your engagement and look forward to assisting you further.